Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Wednesday, November 5th, 2014. Okay, yesterday's announcements, ho-hum, pretty much. They were not outside the norm in either direction. The norm meaning the predicted number, not maybe the desired number. And today we have the ADP employment report and a whole bunch of stuff going on here before the last announcement at 10:30 this morning. So we have 3 gold stars today and a couple of speakers getting up very early to talk. Let's see, what else? Anything else on this one? No, I don't think so. Let's jump over here and see what's going on across the pond. Here, this is interesting. Republicans retake control of the Senate. Well, it's always retake because it waffles back and forth. Over in Asia, we're mixed, and in Europe, very, very bullish in Europe. That's interesting. What else do we have popping up on here? A lot of politics. The players helping to drive oil to new lows. I don't know why that's happening, but it's got me a little bit worried. Just a tad bit worried. I don't know why. It doesn't seem right. Don't you think? Let's see what's going on over here. Bring up the big 4. Along with the futures here. So we're looking like as though we are going to gap up sweetly at the open, and of course the VIX is tumbling along with gold and oil. If we go over to the charts here, and I think because of this my Google trade is in trouble. Futures on the S&P 500 were up overnight. Gold is taking another dump, and oil has taken a dump here, and it is down just not too bad overnight, but a little bit. And the VIX is scraping the bottom of the barrel here, although I think I've seen it down as low as 13. So I don't think that this is all that bad yet. Well, I don't know, bad or good, depends on, I should just say low, because it's a good thing if it's low. If volatility is low and you're long, that's a good thing. Alright, they say the dollar is very strong, and here we just ticked down a little bit here versus the euro, so the dollar is apparently gaining some strength. And we're down here, so yes, if we look on a weekly, which is probably more where we should look anyway, it does look that way. And we have nothing but, if we were to look at a longer time frame, it might look a little bit different. But when the euro started, it was at parity with the dollar. 1 euro, $1. And then it pretty much gained strength after that, in my opinion. So the dollar is gaining strength, so it's going to bring the euro more in sync with the dollar. Okay, what else do we have going on here? This is the Google trade. Actually, was looking pretty good yesterday, but I think today is going to be a totally different story. Now, I did click on that. There we go. Alright, so let's get in sync here. LinkedIn. What was I looking at? LinkedIn has earnings, or they did have earnings. Okay. I need to get to my normal chart. Here it is. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at Apple. finally, looks like as though it might be coming down into our target area to give us an entrance. Although, you know, you might say, well, why don't we just jump in on one of these? And lately I've been thinking, why not? I don't know. Because that's not what our strategy says. We like this momentum, and then we like a little rest and then another push. So that's what we're looking for when we trade using CSSV2. We're using momentum and we're buying on the dips or entering on the dips, because actually what we're doing is selling because we're doing credit spreads, but you can do debit spreads if you so desire. Okay, right, Amazon. Still trying to figure out what direction Amazon is going in. I would say, oh, it looks like it's going down. Now, we were, in the past, when we get earnings, we like to get a full cycle before we do anything after earnings. This could be a 20 delta trade here. And the reason why I say that is it's not, we haven't completed a full cycle. I'd like to see it come up, go back down, and then come up, and then enter if we're in a downtrend. If the downtrend maintains itself, I just think that that's probably a pretty good bet on Amazon, just based on their earnings. You know, they're not making money. I mean, they probably have tons of revenue, but they're just not making money. So how long can they sustain this? We don't know. So I'm going to put this down for a 20 delta for today. I might go a little bit more than a 20 delta. What I'm going to do is I am going to put an alert right about here. And if it makes a move down, then I'm going to enter with a 20 delta. It might be a 30 delta or something like that, but I'm going to be looking to get in on this today if it makes a move down, because I think the market's going to bolt upwards. I don't know if Amazon's going to participate in that or not, but if it does, then I'm just going to take a pass on it. And I'm going to be looking for bullish trades. And here's one right here on Boeing. Probably, maybe everybody's going to move up today. I don't know. But we're looking for an entry here on Boeing. So we're going to stick to our rules. Alibaba. Yeah, pretty decent earnings. And that's a really big move. So we're looking for a 50 delta on Alibaba. Again, we haven't gotten a full cycle, but it is a trend continuation. So we'll take advantage of that. Baidu, we're looking for a 50 delta down here. Baidu had pretty good earnings. So this is probably a trend continuation. And if we were to do this just on price alone with this little flag here, we could say that, I'm just going to throw an alert on here, but we could say that the reason why I'm putting an alert on here is I might be interested in doing a 20 delta on this today if we get a continuation of this price movement upwards with an expiration of next week, not this week. But we'll see what kind of premium we can get for this week. Chipotle totally missed this puppy yesterday. We got a signal to enter later in the afternoon. This would have been a 3:30 in the afternoon trade. So now it's alertable. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw an alert in on here. So I just right click at that level and Oh, there it is. At or above. So we have an alert on Chipotle now. Now, I don't feel bad about missing this yesterday. Actually, would like to have a confirmation with a continuation to break out of this sort of resistance level here, I guess you could call it. And we might be getting a trend reversal on the daily here. Especially if it moves up, I'm sure we'll get a trend reversal on that. All right, Costco. Not giving us an entry. Oh boy, I would be willing to bet that if this moves up today, it might be a good 20 delta also. So I'm going to throw an alert on that one. I might have all sorts of alerts going off today. And if I was to get in on any of these, anything that I actually put an alert on, I would want to get in at 10 o'clock in the morning. So this would be one of them. Why is that alert so high? That's not really that high. Just won't show up in the picture here. Same thing here, because they'd rather have this bubble in here rather than showing the level of the alert, which is 136.82, which is really right around there someplace. Yeah, so this is another 20 delta. Ideally, I would think that we would have gotten in yesterday off of this. Could be called sort of a flag, at least it's a hesitation. That would be the ideal way to do it, but we'll see what, well, let's take a look and see what kind of, how we're looking here if we do a 20 delta. Let's see, delta, 21 here at 133. And what kind of, be looking at 15 cents. I'm not sure I really like that. And that would be at the 133 level. 133 right here. Probably would be okay. But 15 cents? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What if we do add another 34 cents? I could live with that probably. Because if I'm paying $2.50 just to make the trade and I'm only making $15 on it and I'm putting buku like $85 at risk, yeah, this looks a little bit better. And I wouldn't have to buy so many to make it something decent. I would do like 3 of these maybe. Looking for $100 around there. That wouldn't be too bad of a thing. Okay, so that has possibilities. We won't look at the, well, let's take a look at the Dow. Alright, we're look like as though we have a little bit of resistance at this new high and probably going to push above it today. Gold, GLD, looks like it may have some support down here, but things might change today. Google, you got me worried. A little bit worried here. I was fairly happy yesterday morning, and this morning I'm not so happy, and I think it's probably, based on what I'm seeing in the futures anyway, probably going to move back above my short here, and I may have to make some sort of decision based on that. So hopefully I can get out without too much damage today. Let's take a look at LinkedIn if I should decide to get out. Alright, no way would I do even a 20 delta on this right now. We're just going to wait on LinkedIn. NDX, we have a little bit of a hesitation here. I might do a 20 delta on this today. So I'm going to throw an alert on here. I'm sure it's going to, what are we looking at here? We're at 41.79 there. If we look at NQ 4167. It's already up 23. So this is probably going to gap up. So it also might be one that I might want to look at. So I'm just going to throw an alert on that one. Just as a reminder. Come on. Think or swim. Must be swimming. Or thinking. It's just thinking. It's definitely not swimming. Alright, Netflix. I'm going to fall asleep waiting for these charts here. This one's really slow. Alright, Netflix. We have no idea what's going on with Netflix. There's no way that I could suggest or pick a direction on this at all. Priceline. Alright, Priceline. Didn't like their earnings, huh? Come on. Well, they had good earnings. They beat by $2. They had a 10% beat. So what, says the market. It's just, this kind of stuff just kind of amazes me. Alright, yeah, we're going to have to wait a while on Priceline to figure out what it is that we will be doing with that particular one. And the Russell, someday here, alright, it's coming down. This is a legit 20 delta entry. And I put it down, so I'm going to throw an alert on this too. Look at this. We have, well, this is today already? No, it's yesterday. We have, let's see, we came in here and we opened here. Wait, we opened here and closed there. Why do we have a doji there? I mean, that's not a doji, that's just flat. Doesn't make any sense to me. Huh. Anyway, let's see here. Open 1165, close 1165.42, and the high and the low. There's something wrong with this, because that's not really what happened yesterday. Oh well, but anyway, I'm going to put an alert on it. At or above, that looks good. Alright, SPX. We got partial, so we have a legitimate 20 delta here as well. Tesla. Speak to me, Tesla, speak to me. Okay, we're looking at a potential $0.015 per share loss on this, and aftermarket on the 5th, that's today. And taking a pass on that. Visa's on a new tear. We have a target set down here, and that's it for the A+ list scan. I don't really have anything else. We're getting a little long in the tooth for today anyway, so thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.